Good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to the PITT Basketball Weekly Edition. This week, I'm Mason Pesky, your host. Today, we will discuss the past week of PITT Basketball, and we will look ahead to the upcoming week of PITT Basketball, which is bound to be a good one. First off, let's talk about the past week. It started off amazing on Saturday night when Pitt went into Durham, Cameron Indoor, and defeated the Duke Blue Devils 80-76. That dropped their ranking to 12th in the nation. From like 7th, I think. And it was less than 2 weeks after Duke destroyed us on our home floor. I know they were down 2 lead scorers, but this was awesome. And one of my professors and I had a talk about Henson on the table. He wasn't a big fan of it. He wasn't too happy. I thought it wasn't a bad thing. Personally, he was just excited. And don't get me wrong, Duke fans aren't the friendliest sometimes. They're passionate, and I respect their passion, and there's a lot of good about them. And all their taunting and all their teasing is done friendly. And they're one of the most passionate fan bases in the ACC, if not entire college sports. And I respect that. However, Henson was just celebrating and supporting. I don't think this should have been made as big of a deal as it was. Sure, you can make the argument he went a little overboard, but I'm sure Duke goes a little overboard too sometimes when they win. I'm sure when they won the ACC last year, they went a bit overboard. So every fan base does it. And yes, taunting really irks fans. When my team loses and there's taunting and stuff, or my side loses, or people are taunting what I like, it irks me, and it pisses me off, to be honest. However, it's just part of sports. Because when we win, we're going to taunt. When my side wins, I'm going to taunt. It's unfortunate, but if you can't eliminate it altogether, then why not participate in it? I typically do tend to be a good sport. Like, I wouldn't be up on a scores table jumping, but sometimes, like, I scream and get all happy and, like, scream into the TV, like, names and just, like, goofy stuff when my team beats an opponent team. Like, I'm a Detroit Lions and a Steelers fan. When the Lions won these past 2 playoff games, I was, like, screaming up and down and, like, name-calling Sean McVay and Baker Mayfield because he's one of my least favorite coaches, and Baker I can't stand. He's one of my least favorite quarterbacks. So I can do it too. However, that doesn't mean it's right. So if you're going to... I do tend to be... Like, I wouldn't do that out in public, probably. However, if I'm by myself, I would. So maybe Henson did go a little too far, but I think it was being made a bigger deal than it was, and we should just let them celebrate this win and let Coach Cable handle it with the team. On to Tuesday night now. Pitt beat Georgia Tech 82-74. I think that was the score. Played a great, complete game. Very happy they played the way they did. And, yeah, Georgia Tech, they're not very good, but still, it was a good win. So, let's put it at that. That's the week in Pitt basketball. Let's take a quick look at the ACC standings as we speak. North Carolina leads the conference with an 8-0 conference record. Florida State's in second, 6-2. Duke is third, 5-2. NC State's 5-3. Wake is 5-3. Virginia's 5-3. Syracuse is 4-4. Miami's 4-4. Virginia Tech is 4-4. Clemson's 3-4. We are 3-5. Boston College is 2-6, Notre Dame is 2-6, Georgia Tech's 2-6, and Louisville is 1-7. We have a big opportunity to gain ground this week against both Miami tomorrow. That's our next game. It's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully we can get the job done. I'm a little hesitant, but who knows. And then Wednesday night against Wake. Those will be 2 interesting games, and I'm eager for both of them. So definitely going to be exciting to see those games. So, yeah. That's all I have for you guys. Enjoy this week. Hail to Pitt. Have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Pray for Israel. And as always, peace. See you guys next Friday night.